Good morning, Herbalife. Great to be here. Sunday morning. So I'll tell you a quick story before we bring out someone very, very special. First of all, what about Jerry and Mark? Was that fantastic or what? Wow, fantastic. You know, it's interesting, in the company, I always say to the executives, go back and watch Mark, because we're not doing anything differently today than what was his original dream. It's what the Chairman's Club taught me. It's where the roots of our company are, and every word he said there holds true today. It's pretty amazing. All right, so quick story, then I'll bring out our next guest. Quick story, and then I'll bring out our next guest. See if we can try that again. My first extravaganza was in June, I think, in Las Vegas, 2003. Was it June of 2000? And I had to get the family adjusted to me not being there on Sunday at home, because my family is my wife, and we try to give the kids a spiritual road. I'm not talking any religion, just a spiritual road. And Sundays, we're about being spiritual in our family. It's pretty sacrosanct. You know, you went and listened to somebody who tried to make you feel a little bit better about yourself and your place on earth, and hopefully get better internally. And then we usually would have a family day and then a big family dinner every Sunday night. And when we're together on Sundays, we follow the same path. And so when I said to Mary, well, I'm not going to, be here, and we went through the schedule, and she said, boy, that's a lot of Sundays you're not going to be here. And I said, don't worry about it, we'll make up for it, and I'll spend a little extra time. And she was kind of more worried about the fact that we were breaking down a family tradition that had lived in both of our families a long time. And then on Sunday in Las Vegas, Jim Rohn came out, and he spoke. And I was sitting side stage listening to Jim, and I was so tremendously moved by the spirit that this guy is, by the human being that he is, by his words, his compassion, his leadership, his ability to touch on your mind and your soul. And many of those words that we heard from Mark may have been about integrity, but they were also about living a better life and being a better human being and living for the whole and creating opportunity around more than just the individual and bringing people in with a bigger heart. And so Jim was doing the same things, and he was on stage, and I was tremendously moved by Jim. Bought his books and his tapes, and have now become a very good friend of Jim's. I hope he feels the same way about me that I feel about him, because I see Jim as one of those kind of spiritual signposts in my life, someone to emulate and live up to. So Jim got done, and I couldn't help it. I jumped on the cell phone and called my wife, and I said, don't worry, honey. I said, I've been to church today. I've been to the church of Jim Rohn today. And so, and it worked. And as you know, our buddy Jim, who was Mark's mentor and has been in the direct selling business since the 50s. Jim is a pioneer. And Jim's gone through, some health issues lately. But he's all ours still. And man, do we love Jim Rohn, don't we? I mean, he is just something special. So we love Jim enough to have him here today. So let's welcome Jim Rohn onto our stage today.
Mary, how are you doing? I got the chocolates. Hi. Wow. Korea. Nice to see you. Love you. Fantastico. Wow, I love you. Nice to see you. Incredible. Hey, Mario. Tell everybody hello for me in Korea. Okay? Nice to see you. Wow. Nice to see you. Pleasure. Hi. Nice to see you again. Wow. Good to see you. Tell everybody hello. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. ¿Cómo está? Fantastico. I love all of you. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Hey, you guys. Wow. Good to see you. Sarah said, I talked to Marcus Lehman. I talked to Alan Lorenz. Good to see you. Wow. Hey, John. Wow. Give me that chair. Give me this chair.
Right here, Jim?
Yeah, here we are. I'm going to say hello to my friends here. Hey, good to see you.